All right, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports, depending on what part of the country you're in. We have an NFL triple header for you here this afternoon and a baseball doubleheader for you tonight. It'll be the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks to lead things off in AFC West battle. The Raiders at 1-4, Seattle at 3-2. If the Seahawks win this game, there will be a three-way tie for first place in the AFC West with the Chargers, Chiefs, and Seahawks. Our second game will be the Sunday night game, the Redskins and the 49ers. Our final game will be the Monday night game between the Cowboys and the Giants. And then tonight, we'll have a Major League Baseball playoff doubleheader. First up, we'll have game number 3 between the White Sox and the A's. The White Sox lead that series 2-0. They can wrap it up tonight. And then after that, we'll have game 4 of the Red Sox and the Mariners. The Mariners lead that series 2-1. Seattle can wrap up that series tonight with a win. So, a big day of sports here at Jammin' Sports. And let's lead things off by going up to Seattle, Washington for the Raiders and the Seahawks here. And it's up right now. Live at Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. It's the Raiders and the Seahawks. To another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 1-4 Raiders, the 3-2 Seahawks. Evil Dead's got the Hawks. I was about to say the Sox. -2. Evil Dead sits at 40-27. Let's see if he can get 3 in a row today. Raiders will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by East at the 4-yard line over the 20, 25. Out to the 27-yard line. James East, who they picked up from the Giants during the offseason, on the return. Raiders are led by their starting quarterback, Kevin Edwards, in his 12th year out of Army. Grayman's in the house. Good to see you, Grayman. Grayman has joined us from Western New York. Got to go with the gut. I think that's a safe pick. The Raiders have been playing like crap lately. Again, if the Seahawks win, there'll be a three-way tie for first in the AFC West with the Chargers, Chiefs, and Seahawks. They'd all be 4-2. And Seattle plays at the Chargers next week. I know you don't. But it's not about who you like. It's about who you think will win. 1st and 10. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Orlando Cousins out to the 32-yard line. Let's take a look at the Raiders offense. Up front, Jenkins, Hayes, Durham, Walker, and Barletta. And then it's Clymer, Jenkins, Cousins, Siegel, and East. Again, a 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Just underway. Live from Seattle, overcast. 58 degrees at kickoff. Typical October weather for Seattle. Edwards to Siegel, making his way out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Raider first down. Yeah, I've always liked the Raiders helmet. It's iconic. It's distinctive. You know it when you see it. They haven't changed the helmet since the late 60s. The shield used to have some gray in it before, back in the 60s, but it's been all black since 67. First down, Oakland. Yes, back in Oakland, because we're back on 19. We played a couple of games in Vegas, but oh well. Edwards on 1st and 10, throws to Barnett, out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 2. Let's take a look at the Seahawk defense. They play a 4-3. Green, Hamilton, Tarver, and McCoy up front. Linebackers, McKenzie, Hughes, and Stewart. And the secondary, McCoy, Smith, Harris, and Carey. Oh yeah, the Raiders were a popular team in LA when they were there. All the gang members, they used to wear Raider garb. You would see Raider garb everywhere. 2nd and 8 from the 49. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws, dumps it off to Clymer. And Peyton Clymer across midfield to the Seahawk 43-yard line. A gain of 9. Make it a gain of 7, I'm sorry. Be 3rd and 1. On the tackle, number 56, Bryce Jones, the linebacker in his 3rd year out of Louisville. Yep, NWA always wore that. You're right. Well, the Raiders' uniforms are iconic, and they're simple. Less is more. I mean, the silver and black, what more do you need? 3rd and 1 at Jenkins up the middle. Jenkins gets 3 yards to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Raider first down. Don Jenkins in his 3rd year out of Indiana. There was one thing about that football game last night, Evil Dead, that I didn't tell you about. When we were in overtime, we had the ball first, and we tried to kick a field goal. I'll tell you right after this play. They had kicked a field goal to go up 6-3. We had the ball, and we were going to try a 22-yard attempt at the end. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Edwards on the shotgun. Edwards looking. Edwards throws outside, incomplete. So we're lining up. It's the first overtime possession. They've already scored. They're up 6-3. So we line up for a 22-yard field goal. Right before the snap. I mean, they timed it out perfectly. And this was a road game for us. Almost the entire crowd that had horns set them off. 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Edwards to Cousins. Loss of a couple of yards back to the 42-yard line. Jack Stewart on the tackle. Oh yeah, it was the most classless thing I've ever seen. Almost in unison, right at the snap. And it was loud. And the ref didn't do anything about it. And that affected our kicker. And it was just a 22-yarder, but he shanked it to the right, and we lost. We were upset. 3rd and 13 at the 42-yard line. Edwards back. Edwards throws to East, and East down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 12. It'll be 4th and 1. They're supposed to call an unsportsman on the crowd. In high school football here in Tennessee, you can do that. But the official didn't do that. And our coach was livid. Juan Harvell, this will be from 47 yards to get the Raiders on the board first. The kick is up. The kick is off to the right. So the Raiders come up empty on their opening drive. We remain scoreless with 4:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. The first game of our triple header. Redskins, 49ers up next. Cowboys, Giants after that. And then we'll have baseball tonight at 7 Eastern. We'll continue with our MLB playoffs tonight. So Seattle will get it for the first time, led by their starting quarterback, Dennis West, number 11 right there, in his 4th year out of Tennessee. Seattle will start from their own 37-yard line. Evil Dead took Seattle by 2 in this one. West in the gun. He's got Jones in motion. West hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert is going to lose a yard. Terry Gilbert on the tackle. Levi Gray, the 7th-year linebacker out of Nebraska. A loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. No, Tennessee doesn't play Bama today. Tennessee plays Austin Peay. And I hate those games. They should not be playing those games. It's a powder puff game. I hate those games. 2nd and 12 from the 36-yard line. West in the shotgun. West back. West looking. Throws. Gets it to Walker. Incomplete. That was broken up by Ryan Hunt, the 13th-year safety out of Texas. It'll be 3rd and 12 for Seattle. Yeah, Tennessee, Alabama is always the 3rd Saturday in October. 3rd and 12 from the 36. Yeah, it's only 48. West. He short-hopped it, incomplete. And the Seahawks are going to have to punt. They go 3 and out. So the Raiders have to punt on their opening drive, and the Seahawks go 3 and out. It'll be 4th and 12. Dakota Cochran will come in to punt for the Seahawks. Gets the punt away. This will be fielded by East, who brings it back to the 23-yard line. James East, in his 11th year out of North Carolina, the former Giant. Now Kevin Edwards will come back out to lead the Raiders offense. Edwards in his 12th year out of Army. Edwards spent 1 year with the Browns, his rookie year, and they traded him to the Raiders, where he's been ever since. The veteran quarterback. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. Edwards under center. Edwards drops back. Throws downfield, caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a first down. Clymer in his 2nd year out of Tennessee. On the tackle, number 28, Nick McCoy, in his 3rd year out of Texas Tech. First down, Raiders. Overcast skies in Seattle today, 58 degrees. We're in week 6. We're in October. If you've ever been to Seattle in October, it's about what to expect. First and 10 from the 36-yard line in the I formation. Edwards takes the handoff, rolls out, being chased, and Edwards is going to be tackled by Jacob Green at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Jacob Green in his 8th year out of California. That'll stop the clock. 3:02 left in the first. It'll start running now. On 2nd and 5. Edwards drops back, throws, dumps it off to Taylor. Matt Taylor, who they picked up from the Bills during the offseason. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on. It was broken up. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down here. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards throws a screen pass to Cousins. Orlando Cousins. I don't know what he was doing there, but he's got the first down, barely. A 5-yard gain. He kind of pulled up. John Harris made the tackle, the 10th-year safety out of Texas. It'll be a Raider first down. What was he doing, like taunting them or something? I don't know what he was doing. Never seen that before. This game always surprises me. First and 10. Raiders at their own 46. Edwards Throws down the middle, caught by Siegel. A flag is down. Had to take a grab. This may be coming back. Holding on the Raiders. Matt Walker, the right guard. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Raiders back at their own 36-yard line. Raiders off to a bad start. They're 1-4. That's a bad start. First and 20. Edwards back. Edwards looking. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 20 at the 36-yard line. Raiders lost to the Chargers in week 1. Their only win came at Denver in week 2. They've lost 3 in a row. Lost to the Ravens in week 3. Lost to the Steelers in week 4. And lost to the Lions last week. On the carry, Don Jenkins out to the 43-yard line. He gains 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 12. A minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. No score here in Seattle. We'll have the Redskins and 49ers up next. Giants, Cowboys after that. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws deep downfield. Caught by Barnett all the way down to the 24-yard line. 33 yards for the tight end, Bryce Barnett, in his second year at a Marshall. Hauls that one in. Full extension, hauls it in. First down, Raiders. At the Seattle 24-yard line. Raiders now in field goal range, a minute 13 and counting here in the first quarter. Oakland trying to get on the board first. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws, caught by Taylor, down to the 11. A gain of 13 to Matt Taylor in his 12th year out of Kentucky. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Raiders are threatening. The Raiders at 1-4. The Seahawks at 3-2. First and 10 from the Seattle 11. Edwards hands off to Cousins, who gets a couple of yards down to the 9-yard line. Orlando Cousins in his second year out of Louisiana Tech. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. The other night, Thursday night, the Rams beat the Cardinals. We had a pretty good crowd here that night. Everybody asked where Evil Dead was. On 2nd and 8, Edwards to Jenkins. Jenkins plows forward, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score here in Seattle, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the second quarter in a scoreless tie, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Raiders at the Seattle 1. Yes, they did. Davis wanted to know where you were, believe it or not. 1st and goal from the 1. Edwards at the end around to Clymer, and he's in for the touchdown. A well-executed end around. Clymer comes around from his receiver position, takes the handoff and gets in for the touchdown. And the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. Peyton Clymer in his second year out of Tennessee. Some nice wide receiver blocking by East to seal the edge. I know he does. I totally agree with that statement. Juan Harvell for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Straight backed. That's illegal here on Twitch. I don't want to be banned. Evil Dead, if you would. I think a punt is in order there, Evil Dead, if you would, please. You are so inclined. So the Raiders lead at 7-0. Adrian Murphy will kick off. Now that's weird. Somebody hacked in. That's illegal though. It's a scam anyway. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Gibson at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25. Gibson on the return. Blake Gibson in his second year out of Rutgers. And Seattle will have it at their own 32-yard line. All right. It's probably a bot. That's a scam anyway. You're giving your credit card number and they rob you blind. Besides, it's illegal on Twitch to buy followers and views and stuff like that. They will ban you for sure. 1st and 10. West in the shotgun. Gibson in motion. West looking, throws, dumps it off to Gibson. And Gibson out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Raiders lead at 7-0, 7:39 and counting here in the first half. Seattle trying to tie things up on this drive. Yeah, it must be. 3 receivers to the far side. West in the gun. West to Gilbert, and Terry Gilbert gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 4 yards. On the tackle, Robert Smith, the 14th year defensive end out of Oregon. A loss of 3 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Seattle not playing well early here. The Seahawks yet to have a first down. We're in the second quarter. They have no first down. 3rd and 5 from the 36-yard line. West in the shotgun. West drops back, rolls out, throws, incomplete. The Seahawks go 3 and out again. They still do not have a first down. Colby Walker, the rookie out of Boise State, the intended receiver. It'll be 4th and 5. Back to punt. Dakota Cochran. Cochran gets the punt away. And that's going to go inside the 10 and into the end zone. Touchback. Raiders will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 6:46 left to play. Here in the first half, Raiders up 7-0. Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington, Week 6. Here at Jammin' Sports. We'll head down the coast to San Francisco. It'll be the Sunday night game between the Redskins and the 49ers. The Redskins at 3 and 2, the 49ers at 4 and 1. And then we'll have the Monday night game. Cowboys at the Giants. In the I formation. 1st and 10. Edwards to Jenkins. And Don Jenkins out to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Caleb Hamilton on the tackle. In his 4th year out of Miami. 2nd and 7 for the Raiders at their own 23. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards dumps it off, broken up. Getting his hands on it. Jake Hughes, the linebacker, in his 2nd year out of Notre Dame. Knocks it down, intended for Clymer. It'll be 3rd and 7. As bad as Seattle's played so far, they're only down 7-0. 3rd and 7 for the Raiders at their own 23-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Taylor. Matt Taylor all the way down to the Seahawk 38-yard line. A 39-yard gain to Matt Taylor, who again they picked up from the Bills during the offseason. He played 11 years with Buffalo. Now in his first year with the Raiders. First down Oakland, down to the Seattle 38. This one is a shocker to me. The Seahawks come in at 3-2. They're not playing well. The Raiders at 1-4. They're not exactly tearing things up, but they're playing better. In the I formation, Edwards, play action, throws to Siegel, and he can't hold on. Broken up by Leonard Smith, the 8th-year safety out of Utah State. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jason Siegel, the tight end, the intended receiver. 5:40 left here in the first half. Kevin Edwards, the quarterback. Edwards back. Throws down the middle. Caught by East. All the way down to the 16. A gain of 22 yards and a Raider first down. The former Giant, James East, spent 10 years with the Giants. They let him go. He was a free agent. The Raiders picked him up. Finally tackled by John Harris, the 10th-year safety out of Texas. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Seattle 16-yard line. Oakland looking to make it a 2-possession game early. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Throws. And it's broken up. Leonard Smith comes in there. Broke up the pass intended for East. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 5:08 left in the half. Second and 10 from the 16-yard line. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Bring you the game today. On 2nd and 10. Edwards looking. Throws underneath. Down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. Jason Siegel, the 9th-year tight end out of Tulsa. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. In the I formation. Edwards to Cousins. He's got the first down. Orlando Cousins down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders at the Seahawk 4-yard line. Raiders trying to make it a 14-0 game. Edwards in the shotgun on 1st and goal. Edwards to Cousins. He gets bounced around, but he gets in for the touchdown. Seattle does not wrap up. A 4-yard touchdown run by Orlando Cousins. And the Raiders take a 13-0 lead. He kept bouncing off Seahawks like a pinball. Some poor tackling by Seattle. They don't wrap up. He just bounced around. And the Raiders lead it 13-0. Juan Harvell for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead it 14-0. 4:08 to play here in the first half. Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington, Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Seattle still does not have a first down. That's how bad the Seahawks first half has been. We're still waiting for Seattle to show up. Seattle's making the Raiders look like Super Bowl favorites, which they are definitely not, at 1-4. Murphy will kick off. Fielded by Gibson at the 5-yard line over the 20, 25, 30. Gibson, a nice return out to the 37-yard line. Blake Gibson. 4:01 left to play in the first half. Let's see if Seattle can get back in this game before halftime. Dennis West will come back out, the fourth-year quarterback out of Tennessee. I think Grayman's here too. Evil Dead and Grayman. I think Grayman's still here. Hopefully he is. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. West in the shotgun. West hands off to Terry Gilbert up the middle. A big gain by Gilbert. Out to the 49-yard line. A 14-yard gain. The 5th-year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert. First down, Seattle at the Raider 49-yard line. That's Seattle's first down of the game. And it comes with less than 4 minutes left in the first half. That's quality, as the Evil Dead would say. 1st and 10 from the Raider 49. West in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Jones in motion. West fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield, caught by Gibson. And Blake Gibson all the way down to the Raider 28-yard line. A gain of 21 and a Seahawk first down. Seattle on the move, finally getting their offense in gear. Misty's in the other room. She's watching her TV show. She discovered Virgin River. It's not a bad show, but it's girly, if you know what I mean. It's about relationships and feelings. Nothing in it blows up, so I don't want to watch it. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. West in the shotgun. West to Gilbert, and Gilbert gets a yard to the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. Russell Smith on the tackle in his 10th year out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 9. 4 receivers set wide. West under center on 2nd down. West. Play action looking. He's got a lot of time. He throws, and it's too far. Incomplete. Threw it out of the end zone. It'll bring up 3rd and 9, and that'll stop the clock with 2:21 left here in the first half. 2-minute warning coming up. The Rams-Cardinals game the other night between two bad teams was actually pretty good. But the Rams won. The Cardinals have lost 4 in a row now. 3rd and 9. West back to throw. Rolls out, throws. Wobbly pass. Intercepted by McCorkle. And Eldon McCorkle brings it back to the 30-yard line. Eldon McCorkle, in his 6th year out of Syracuse, picks off the wobbly pass. Just when he thought Seattle might go in and score before halftime, the Raiders pick it up. Eldon McCorkle. the All-Pro defensive back. And now the Raiders with a chance to make it a 3-possession lead before halftime. This is not boding well for Evil Dead. He picked Seattle by 2. I would have picked Seattle by 2 myself. Seattle's laying a big-time egg. First and 10. Raiders from their own 30-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards to Cousins. Orlando Cousins out to the 36-yard line. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6. We have a mild upset in the brewing here. The 1-4 Raiders lead the 3-2 Seahawks 14-0. Under gray skies in Seattle. Seattle's playing like the skies look gray and dull. 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws down the middle. Caught by Clymer. Down to the 46. A gain of 10. And a Raider first down. Yeah, glad I went with my guy. With your gut. Well, Seattle, they might come back in the second half. You never know. I've seen stranger things. My all-time favorite, though, is when Detroit, this is about 4 seasons ago, Detroit scored 21 points in the last 2 minutes to come back and beat the Rams. 1st and 10 from the 46. Edwards throws underneath to Clymer. And Clymer out to the 44-yard line. Another gain of 10. Another Raider first down. Raiders on the move. Even a field goal would make it a 3-possession game. 1:15 and counting. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Edwards in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the Seattle 44. Edwards back, throws, dumps it off to Siegel. Siegel breaks the tackle down to the 41. The Raiders take a timeout. A gain of 3 to the Seattle 41. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Raiders have 2 timeouts left. 56 seconds left in the half. Seattle plays at the Chargers next week. A rematch of that game a couple of weeks ago when Seattle lost to the Chargers in overtime, 37-34 double overtime. This time it'll be down in L.A. In fact, that's the Thursday night game to kick off week 7. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. Edwards, it's a blitz, dumps it off to Cousins around the outside, and Cousins down to the 37-yard line. Raiders take a timeout, a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Speaking of that double overtime game, I've had 8 of them in my history, and Seattle's been in 4 of them. It's amazing to me. 3rd and 3 from the 37-yard line. And the Colts have been in 3 of them. Something about the Colts and the Seahawks in double overtime games. One of them was against each other. 3rd and 3. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws outside. Caught by East. Down the sideline. All the way down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8. And a Raider first down. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 43 seconds left. Nick McCoy came over and pushed him out of bounds. He's such a good receiver, it makes me wonder why the Giants let him go. It could have been a salary cap thing. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Edwards throws to East. Down to the 12. A gain of 17. And another Raider first down. Clock is running. Yeah, drug issues. The Raiders have one more timeout. They're holding on to it. 29 seconds and counting. As we watch the replay. Raiders up 14-0 as we're approaching halftime. It's been all Raiders here in the first half. "20 seconds. They'll take a shot at the end zone. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws. Taylor, touchdown, Raiders. Matt Taylor in the middle of the end zone with a 12-yard touchdown catch. And I am blown away by how much the Raiders are blowing away the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle comes in at 3-2. The Raiders at 1-4. The Raiders have been playing really bad lately, but not today. They're up 20-0 to Matt Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown catch. And now Juan Harvell for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. But it's not super duper fast food. Raiders up 21-0. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. The Boo Birds are out in Seattle. They are booing. And they're jumping up and down while they're doing it. Wow. No, we play the games in their entirety. We don't fast forward. I wouldn't want to miss a comeback. Raiders up by 3 touchdowns. They have dominated the first half. Seattle did finally get a drive, but they threw a pick right when they were about to score. And now Adrian Murphy, the rookie out of Washington, a homecoming for him. Kicks off, fielded by Gibson at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25, and Gibson out to the 28-yard line. 3 seconds left until halftime. You don't think we'll see a comeback? I'm holding out hope. If this was Madden 24, it would be like 17-14 Raiders right now. And then the Raiders would blow them out in the second half. Seattle's going to take a knee and go to halftime. We head to halftime. Raiders up 21-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. No wonder Seattle's losing. I don't know if you saw that stat at halftime, but Seattle only has 38 yards of total offense, 29 passing and 9 rushing. That just will not get it done. Seattle will get the ball first in the second half. There's the kickoff by Murphy. Fielded by Gibson at the 3, over the 20, 25. And Gibson out to the 35-yard line. First down, Seahawks. 38 yards of total offense in the first half. That's bad. 29 of it right there. So those are some bad stats for a first half. Well, hopefully Seattle makes adjustments at halftime. You would hope they did. Because their current game plan is not working. Yeah. 9 rushing, 29 passing. Wow. On 1st and 10 from the 28. West in the shotgun. West drops back. West throws down the near sideline to Walker. Out to the 48-yard line. That's 23 yards right there. That's over 2/3 of their total offense in the first half on one play right there. Colby Walker, in his second year out of Boise State, on the catch. Actually, he's a rookie out of Boise State. I'm sorry. The wide receiver. First down, Seattle. It's like only their second first down of the game. At the Raider 48-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. West in the gun. West hands off to Gilbert. Up the middle, and Terry Gilbert to the 45. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 26. That's Chris Viceroy in his 12th year out of Connecticut. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. The newer Maddens do that too. That's all right. They're not in the game. 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. West in the shotgun. West, play action, throws outside to Walker. And Walker 2 yards out to the 43-yard line. Yeah, they're NPCs. You bring up 3rd and 5. Yep, they're non-player characters. That's a role-playing term, NPC. It'll bring up a 3rd down for Seattle. 3rd and 5 from the 43-yard line. Four receivers set wide. West in the shotgun. West looking, throws, dumps it off to Gibson. Down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 to be a first down. Misty just showed me a news flash. There's an active shooter in downtown Nashville right now. So let's pray for all the people that have to stop him. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. In the I formation. West drops back. West throws. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The problem with that is people want to blame guns. It's not a gun problem. It's a people problem. People don't value human life like we used to. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. West in the shotgun. West back, looking. Throws down the sideline. Caught by Donovan Ames, but out of bounds. Incomplete. You take away the guns, they'll find some other way. I mean, if they're deranged, they'll grab a knife, maybe make a pipe bomb or something. I mean, they'll find a way. It's a heart problem. It's not a gun problem. And until we address that issue. 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. West throws down the middle, caught by Ames. All the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 19 and a Seattle first down. Now, I'm kind of old. But when I went to high school in Miami, Florida, and this was in the late 70s, early 80s, There were guys who had pickup trucks in the parking lot with gun racks with rifles on them. And I knew people that had bows and arrows in their trunks. We never had a shooting. In fact, we had a gun club at school. 1st and 10, West to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert down to the 9. A gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. On the tackle, number 53, Russell Smith. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a mental health issue. Yep. Oh, it's happening down there by the Hard Rock. Oh, wow. Misty just showed me a picture. Gilbert in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert. So Seattle starts the first half with a touchdown to get back in the game. Yep, there's two genders. There always was and always will be. Just because you think you're something doesn't make it true. Where the shooting is taking place is where we were a couple of months ago for that concert, that K-pop concert, is across the street from the Bridgestone. Right down, that's about, give me a second, here's the extra point by Dustin Riggs. Now, we actually live just outside of the city limits of Nashville. So it's about 20 miles. We live in the suburbs, but the metropolitan Nashville area. That shooting's going on about 20 miles away. So the Raiders' lead is now 21-7. 4:51 left to play. We're in the third quarter. Well, I might believe you, but I'm different. I'm just narcissistic that way. I'm being funny. There's the kickoff. Seattle now within 2 touchdowns. Cousins 2 yards deep over the 15-20. And Orlando Cousins out to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and down and 10 for the Raiders at the 24-yard line. On the radio, my name is Jim West. I don't use my real name on the radio. That's my stage name. Everybody in town calls me that. The only person that calls me Mr. Pitt is the IRS, the post office, and the bank. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. In the I formation. Edwards hands off to Cousins. And Cousins down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. Yep, I have a stage name. It just sounds better on the radio. A lot of people on radio have stage names. It's not unusual. 2nd and 4 from the 30-yard line. Edwards drops back. Throws downfield, caught by Clymer. All the way out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 20 yards. And a Raider first down. So Oakland picking up where they left off. They quickly get a first down. Seattle's defense just can't stop the Raiders' offense today. I had somebody come into the station Wednesday. They were picking up a prize. And they go, "Your voice sounds familiar." And I say, "I'm Jim West." And he goes, "I love what you do with sports." He goes, I go, "Well, thank you." And they go, "You call the game, you don't make it about yourself." And I said, "Well, because it's not about me, it's about the play." 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Edwards to Cousins. And Cousins all the way out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. It's always nice when people say stuff like that. I really don't think about that when I'm doing a game. I just call the game. I know. And that's a pet peeve of mine. I listened to other local radio broadcasts of high school, and they're all trying to be like the next Al Michaels and stuff. Jenkins, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. Caleb Hamilton. I just call the game. Some guys will talk about their golf game and stuff. It's like, just call the game. 3rd and 1 from the 42-yard line. In the I formation, Edwards looking, rolls out. Edwards is going to take off. He's got the first down the sideline, all the way down to the 28-yard line. A 14-yard gain for the first down for Kevin Edwards. Now here on Jammin' Sports on Twitch, we can fool around some. You know, it's different. Okay, this is different. But on the radio, when you're calling high school football or basketball or baseball or what have you, people are tuning in because they want to hear the name of their son or daughter. They want to know how the team is doing. They don't give a rat's ass about your golf game or what you had for lunch. 1st and 10, Jenkins losing a yard back to the 29-yard line. Alvarez on the tackle. Ricardo Alvarez, the rookie out of Hawaii. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. Well, yeah, you can't force it though. You have to let it happen. Your main focus has to be the game. I mean, things are going to happen, yes. And it's okay to comment on that. But you can't dwell on it. You got to focus on the game. On 2nd and 11 from the 29, Edwards to Cousins. And Cousins back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Making the tackle, number 90. Morgan McCoy in his 5th year out of San Jose State. There's one high school around here, it's called Monterey. Let me tell you what they've done. And it's a cluster mess. What they've done, I'll tell you after this. You'll love this. 3rd and 11 from the 29-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards back. Edwards throws to Cousins. And Cousins down to, let's see where they mark this. He's going to end up being 4 yards short, down to the 22-yard line. It'll be 4th and 4. A gain of 7. Raiders will try a field goal. It'll put them back up by 3 possessions. Juan Harvell will come out. This will be a 39-yard attempt to put the Raiders up by 17. Oh, it's a fake. Anderson looking, and he gets sacked and fumbles. Seahawks pick it up. Branch, it's going to be a scoop 6. Look at this. Dane Branch, the 3rd-year defensive back out of McNeese State, with a scoop 6 touchdown. The Raiders try a fake field goal. Kevin Anderson, the backup, gets sacked and fumbles. They might review this. I think you're right. Yeah, that's going to come back. They're going to review that. At least they should. Nope, no review. The play stands. Seattle gets a touchdown, and now the extra point by Riggs is good. They got the extra point off before the replay could be signaled down. So the Seattle Seahawks get a big play on special teams. That was huge. Is right, Evil Dead. It's now a 1-possession game. Raiders up 21-14 with 41 seconds left. All right, let me tell you what Monterey High School has done. Now, Monterey, they don't have their own radio station, but they have a station that covers some of their games. So what they've done is a lot of the I don't want to say coaches, but a lot of the guys that live in Monterey, I guess that have players and stuff, they put together what they call the Monterey Sports Network. 2 yards deep. East brings it out over the 20, 25, and East out to the 29-yard line. It's all done online. It's all done on Facebook Live or whatever. I don't know. And they made themselves a studio and stuff like this, and it's a cluster mess. They don't know what they're doing. It's all about them. They're living vicariously. They think they're the next ESPN. It's just a mess. And then I've done basketball games in Monterey. They're not in our district for football. I'll continue in a second. Raiders come out in the I formation, only up by 7 now, at their own 29. Edwards to Cousins up the middle, and Orlando Cousins, a nice game, out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Raider first down. We're coming up on the end of the quarter. But I've done basketball games at Monterey, and you go there as a visiting radio guy, they treat you like crap. They act like you're not worthy. They put you all the way up at the top of the bleachers instead of down below. They're totally unprofessional. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Edwards back, throws outside, caught by Clymer. Clymer out to the 50-yard line, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Raiders up 21-14 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. We hope you're enjoying our stories here today while we're covering the game. Raiders lead at 21-14 as we start the fourth quarter. Raiders were up 21-0 at halftime. Seattle scored a touchdown and then got a special teams touchdown on a sack fumble recovery. Yeah, no one puts me in the corner. 2nd and 1 from the 50-yard line. Edwards to Cousins. He gets nailed, but he escapes. But they get him again. No gain. Nice recovery by Seattle. Jack Stewart, the linebacker, making the tackle in his 6th year out of Texas State. Now, there's some schools we go to that they treat us very, very well. Like Watertown High School. They treat us very well there. But some, they're stuck on themselves. 3rd and 1. Edwards rolls out, throws outside, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down. He was looking for Jason Siegel, but he was out of bounds. Actually, he was looking for John Connor, the fullback, out of bounds. Adrian Murphy back to punt. Seahawks can tie it up. Oh, he shanked that one. Maybe. Out of bounds at the 20. That's a 24-yard punt. Murphy could have driven them deep. It is a crazy turn of events. 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 26. And believe it or not, as bad as Seattle has played in the first half, they could tie the game up on this drive. Monterey High School, they treat you like crap. Upperman High School, they treat you like crap there too. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. West in the shotgun. West looking. West throws to Gibson. Out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. And a Seattle first down. I think the high school that treats us the best is Watertown. And they have a nice facility too. Really nice. You'd have fun. We'd have a lot of fun. Seattle on the move. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West in the shotgun. West looking. Throws. Dumps it off to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert 5 yards out to the 45-yard line. Make it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Usually, not always, but usually, it's the high schools that have their own radio that treat us like crap. Those that don't have radio, they're happy to see us. 2nd and 4, Gilbert out to the 50-yard line. And that'll be a first down. That's right. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. I think of all the high schools, though, Upperman is the worst. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. West looking. West throws to Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 42-yard line. Yeah, there you go. I'd rather be courtside. It's a good view at the top of the bleachers, but I'd rather be courtside. A gain of 8, it'll be 2nd and 2. Upperman is the worst. You go there, they don't care. It's like it's up to you to find a place to sit. They just don't care. 2nd and 2 from the 42-yard line. West. Play action. West looking. Throws down the near sideline. Caught by Mills. All the way down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 36 yards to Ken Mills. Actually, that's Ivan Mills. I was looking at the wrong guy. The rookie out of New Hampshire. In Seattle. I wrote them off too at halftime. But they're about to tie up the ball game. 1st and goal, Seahawks at the 6-yard line. What a comeback by Seattle. Raiders are looking 1 and 4 all of a sudden. 1st and goal, West to Whitney, and Whitney makes his way back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. I'm sorry. That's Kyle Whitney in his 4th year at North Dakota State. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. 4:35 and counting. In the offset eye, West, play action, throws to the end zone, out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal. That'll stop the clock. 4:26 left in the 4th quarter. Not a whole lot of time left here. We've got the Redskins and the 49ers after this. That'll be our Sunday night game. Yeah, it helps. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. West in the gun. West looks to the end zone. Throws. Caught by Gibson. Down to the 2. It'll be 4th and goal. Let's see if they go for it. It'll be 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. 4:12, 4:10 and counting. I would go for it. You don't know when you'll be back here again. Here we go. 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Yeah, I know. In the I formation. West. Play action. Oh, the Raiders bring the house and get the sack. Seattle comes up empty. Levi Gray, the 7th-year linebacker out of Nebraska, with the sack. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Raiders will take over at the 10-yard line. There's still time if the Seahawks can force a punt. Yep, I know. He was at about the half-yard line and took a couple of steps forward. The wrong way. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 10-yard line. 3:52 left to play. Raiders up 21-14. They were up 21-0 at halftime. The Seahawks are trying to come back, but they come up empty on that particular drive. Raiders now in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Cousins. Out to the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the tackle, Jake Hughes, the linebacker. What Seattle needs here is a turnover. It'll be 2nd and 6. Raiders again in the I formation. Edwards to Cousins again. He's got the first down. Out to the 24, a gain of 9. First down Raiders. They can eat up more time. 3:10 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Raiders up 21-14. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Yeah, I got all hyped for nothing. Raiders come out in the offset eye. Edwards, 3-step drop, throws, dumps it off to Clymer. And Clymer, another first down, out to the 36-yard line, a gain of 12. Another Oakland first down. Seattle's defense, they need a stop. 2-minute warning is coming up. We'll probably have one more play. Will they get the playoff in time? No. We hit the 2-minute warning. Raiders up 21-14 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Seahawks Stadium, Seattle, Washington. Week 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Raiders lead Seahawks 21-14. Seattle, if they don't get their acting gear and get a stop, they're going to be 3-3. And they'll stay a game behind the Chargers and Chiefs in the AFC West. Raiders would get to 2-4 with a win. 1st and 10. Edwards to Jenkins. And Don Jenkins out to the 41. Seattle takes a timeout. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Seattle has 2 timeouts left. If the Raiders get a first down here, they can pretty much end the game. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Raiders were up 21-0 at halftime. Yeah, Seattle having some tackling issues today. Redskins, 49ers after this. We'll be down in Santa Clara for that one. Cowboys, Giants after that. On 2nd and 5. Clymer in motion. Edwards to Cousins. He's got the first down. Boy, they just can't tackle. All the way down to the 38-yard line. A 21-yard gain. And Seattle takes a timeout. They have 1 left. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Seattle 38. And that should do it. Sorry, Evil Dead. You're going to drop to 40-28. You'll still be 12 games up. Really can't blame you on that one. It's Seahawks just played like doo-doo. The ups and downs of Jammin' Sports. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 1:48 left. Seattle has 1 timeout. Edwards to Cousins. He gets hit in the backfield, loss of a yard. Seattle takes their final timeout with 1:45 left. It'll be 2nd and 12. The Redskins are 3-2. The 49ers are 4-1. That's the Sunday night game coming up. The NBC game. Yep, 49ers 4-1. Redskins 3-2. Philadelphia is 5-1 in the NFC East. Redskins and Giants are both 3-2, a game and a half back. On 2nd and 12, Edwards to Jenkins. And Jenkins, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 11. Now, Seattle may get the ball back, but they won't have much time, maybe 20 seconds. Yep, a lot of these games have been close. The Raiders will wind this down as far as they can go. 3rd and 11. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards hands off to Cousins, and Cousins goes down. No gain. It'll be 4th down. All right, the Raiders don't kick a field goal, Raiders. Punt. The smart thing here is to punt. You don't want to try a 56-yard field goal. They'll wind the clock down as far as they can go. They're going to try a 56-yard field goal. Juan Harbaugh. Seattle may have a shot if they miss this. Kick is up, and he missed it. No good. Remains a 21-14 lead. They gave Seattle a gift, and now the Seahawks have it at the 46-yard line with 17 seconds left. The only thing is, Seattle has to punch it in now. Dum. So, Seattle has one more shot, albeit 17 seconds left. But they're closer. They're just 54 yards away. They have no timeouts. They kind of have to throw it downfield and then get down there and spike it. 4 receivers wide. They might go for the Hail Mary. West in the shotgun. West back. Throws into a crowd. Bouncing around. Oh, nearly caught. Incomplete. I think it is a Scorpio thing. 12 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10. Nearly coming down with it was number 85, Cyrus King. He nearly caught that on the rebound. 2nd and 12. Now they'll have 3 receivers to the near side. I thought he caught it too. West back. Throws down the near side. Oh, nearly catching it again was Blake Gibson this time. It'll be 3rd and 10. He nearly made a one-handed catch. Had he caught that, he'd still be going. Oh, he should have had that. And now 8 seconds left. That would have been a TD is right. 3rd and 10. From the 46, they'll try it again. This time to the far side. West in the shotgun. West drops back. Letting them get a little further down. And, oh, that was nearly caught. In and out of his hands. Number 85 that time. Cyrus King. It'll be 4th and 10. Watch this. King has it. Nathan Hewitt, I think, got his hand in there. Yep. 3 seconds left. One more Hail Mary. It's 4th down. That's irrelevant. 3 seconds left. They need a pass interference is what they need. 4th and 10. West looking. Throws downfield. Bouncing around. Incomplete. That is ball game. Your final score, the Raiders 21, the Seahawks 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We've got the Redskins and 49ers up next. We'll see you then.